I've been sitting on my floor for the last 30 minutes crying. I also filmed this video twice and restarted. So this one is just what we're gonna get. Whatever happens, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think I might even lay down because I'm tired. I wanted to come on here and share in this like tenderness, because I usually come on here with all kinds of wisdom and teaching, and there's a lot of wisdom in what I'm experiencing right now, and I just thought, you know what, I'm not gonna wait to share what I'm going through later when I'm like more high energy, but I'm just gonna share it where I'm at right now. This is a main character moment for me, by the way. You know, when we watch a movie and there's like the woman, she's on the floor and she's crying, and is she gonna get the man? We don't know. Like, we love movies that have this character development, that have this challenge. But what about in our own lives? We want to brush over these things. We wish these parts didn't exist. We wish everything was just always good all the time, easy, going, better, smoother, faster, more love, more money. But what about the crying on the floor moment? You know? It's part of our story. It's a part of our character development. It's part of our plot twist. But we usually brush over these parts. I don't want to brush over these parts. You know, I just spent the last 5 days, maybe I will sit up. I just spent the last 5 days hosting an online 5-day transformation experience to embody main character energy. And it's one of the most powerful things I've created. I actually did it in May, or like a month ago I did it, and it was so powerful. Everybody asked me to do it again, so I did it again a couple weeks later, and it was even more powerful this time. It's just so potent. The magic, the synchronicities, the manifestations, like when you step into a new identity, like everything is suddenly different. When you install in your subconscious your own main character energy, all of a sudden you see everything in your world differently. And so we've been in this 5-day experience together, and it's just been like bam, bam, bam. So many massive breakthroughs, and it's also been really intense. It's like a lot of emotions moving, because the reality is positive change does not only mean positive emotions. Like, when we're starting something new, you're stepping into a new self-identity, like a part of you is no longer going to exist. Parts of yourself you're no longer going to experience, people you might not spend time with anymore, or just habits and behaviors you might not do. And when things end, there's grief, and it's just uncomfortable. And you know, I was fighting crying. I was so frustrated. I was working on some things on ChatGPT, like asking Chat to organize my notes, because I write notes like a ADHD maniac, and so helpful to get my notes in order. And no, it was like changing all my words. I was like, no, just keep my words, but just put them in sections where they make more sense. Organize them, but don't change the words. I was getting so frustrated, and I just started crying, and I held it back. I was like, no, I need to focus. I need to do this. I have to get this done. And I just collapsed onto the floor, and I knew I needed to give into it, because there's just energy moving. I've had such an amazing, powerful, potent, not just week, but month. I've done a lot of new things. I've got onto speaking at events, and you know, the last 2 months I've been posting on social media more, and just a lot of expansion energy. And you know, after every expansion there is a contraction, and I'm in a little contraction moment where I'm like, oh, like just that inward down, heavier energy, and it's actually a really beautiful, tender place to be. Problem is we don't usually really value it. And, you know, I'm sitting here in front of my mirror because it's so useful to look at myself in the mirror when I'm going through something and just witness my own experience. That's a lot of what we did in main character energy, and I am going to run it again if you're curious and you want to join. It's honestly one of the most powerful things I've ever experienced. I will leave information down below if you want to join the next one. And after this like expansion that I've been in, to actually drop into the slower pace when I'm like, when the next thing and the next thing and more and faster, and you know, we just want to be better and more and all these good things. It's like, whoa, exhale, you know. Even when things are going really, really well and there's positive changes, like having negative feelings and things turning, and like that's so normal. It's so normal. It's such an important part of the process. You're not going to begin new things constantly and nothing's ending. Like there's endings, there's grief, there's the death of previous version of me. When you step into main character energy, part of you isn't going to exist anymore. The part of you that plays small, the part of you that, you know, just procrastinates. And so part of being in your main character energy is about being seen in all of you. And I just wanted to come on here and share this because this is a big part of the journey. It's not just rainbows and sunshine. And if you want to make a change in your life, if you want to attract more clients in your business, I'm a hypnotherapist, by the way. I'll give my intro 10 minutes in. I'm a hypnotherapist and a business coach, and I help people from many different industries, but I work a lot with like lawyers and coaches for whatever reason. And when you want to step into a new role, a new leadership, when you want to step into, maybe you're quitting your job and starting something new, you're changing your identity in some way, it requires a new operating system in your subconscious mind. And along with that, there's things that no longer can come along. And so the plot twist involves these moments of tenderness and frustration, and it doesn't mean things are not working. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. Actually, it means you're going the right way. It means you just have something more to see and be present with and feel, because what I've learned is that when I'm willing to feel all of me, when I'm willing to sit here in the mirror and like witness the part of me that feels like I need to push harder and go faster and keep going and do more all the time, when I sit and I be present with that and I let myself feel all of that, and then I cry and it integrates, I become so much more deeply embodied. Like I inhabit more of myself. My spirit lands more fully in my body. And people feel that from me. People are magnetized to that because it's real. It's here. It's true. And if you want love, if you want relationships that you resonate with, soul family, love, new clients, if you want people to feel you, you gotta feel you. You gotta feel all of you, you know? So main character energy is not just about the highlight reel. It's not just about all the big wins. It's not just about romancing your life. It's about feeling and being with what is present and being in a space that allows you to do that in a really safe, incredible way, so that you can integrate it and then install your next level main character energy. So if you want to do that with us, we're gonna start it up again. It's such a potent, powerful 5-day experience, and I would love for you to join